is Win News.
Tonight, Wagga City Council again calls for tenders for a new waste disposal system. Farmers' water supply cut off with dangerous levels of blue-green algae found in a lake. And a 600-strong petition circulates calling for Duns Road to remain open. Good evening, I'm Geoff Phillips. Also coming up in this bulletin, regional New South Wales rates as Australia's most expensive region for a government education. Despite last year's setback for a new disposal system for food and garden organic waste, Wagga City Council is pushing ahead with its April deadline. With the proposed date less than 3 months away, not everyone is confident Council is giving itself enough time.
Hoping to put the headache of last year's tender process behind them, Wagga City Council is again calling for contractors for the recycling of food and garden organic waste.
The head of Wagga's Ratepayers Association is calling for transparency from Wagga City Council ahead of her meeting with the General Manager tomorrow. Council is yet to divulge any information to the public about last year's visit from the Independent Commission Against Corruption.
Unfortunately, that has been typical with sometimes with council. We had hoped with the new general manager and the new council meetings it would be a bit more transparent and we'll know a few more things.
Dangerous levels of blue-green algae have been found in Manus Lake and Manus Creek south of Tumbarumba. Residents living along the creek say the algae has cut off their water supply and is destroying the native environment.
The normally sparkling water of Manus Creek has turned a toxic shade of green. A disaster for farmers living alongside the waterway.
Very serious because we are totally reliant on the Manus Creek.
Work has begun on an upgrade of the Temora Hospital's obstetrics theatre, just months after a reversal of the decision to close it due to ongoing maintenance costs. Valued at almost $400,000, the work will include the replacement of vinyl floor coverings, air conditioning, painting in the medical ward and a new fire alarm system. There'll be some minor disruptions to patients until work is completed in early February. There's no such thing as a free education, according to figures detailed in the Australian Scholarship Group's Planning for Education Index. If you live in regional New South Wales and have a child born this year, it's estimated you could spend more than $52,000 on his or her schooling in the public system, almost $2,000 more than the national average.
From kindergarten through to year 12, most Australian children will spend 13 years in the classroom.
Still ahead on Win News, TAFE Wagga opens its doors for potential students and Riverina beekeepers taking advantage of a sweet honey season. TAFE Riverina has thrown open its doors to the public as part of a statewide open week. Potential students have been given the chance to talk to teachers and support services about some of the thousands of courses on offer.
Charlotte Harmer will, in less than 2 years, be a fully qualified hairdresser, all thanks to TAFE. Beginning her apprenticeship last year at the Wagga campus, the young student has high praise for the facility which kick-started her career.
You may not know it, but there's a statewide boom in backyard beekeepers, with registrations to the Department of Primary Industries increasing by almost 1,000 each year. Today we caught up with one recreational honey producer to find out what all the buzz is about.
Wearing a suit for protection, Wagga beekeeper Brian Hay sets about smoking the bees into relaxation mode.
Tumut police have been out and about on waterways, breath testing drivers and conducting safety and fishery-related checks. The police launched Tumut is regularly deployed at Blowering Dam and Talbingo Reservoir in an effort to ensure safe boating activities. In alpine waters, occupants of any vessel under 4.8 metres in length are required to wear at least a level 50S life jacket at all times, while vessels must have all the required safety equipment as listed in the Safe Boating Guide. Police will continue boating operations throughout the summer months. Melissa joins us now with sport and a treble for Cowra greyhound trainer Rodney McDonald at Wagga.
That's right, Geoff, and he'll be hoping for a similar result when he returns to the city this Friday. And a captain's knock from James Richards helps Wagga RSL to recover from an early stumble against South Wagga in round 7 action. A contingent of rising Riverina rugby union stars have landed a place in the 2018 Brumbies women's training squad ahead of the start of the inaugural Super W competition in March. Leading the charge, Leighton Diana's duo Cecilia Smith and Remy Wilton. They're joined by CSU stars Brittany Lee Bedford and Harriet Ellerman. South Wagga will be hoping for a change in fortune when it resumes its innings in its round 7 clash against Wagga RSL in Wagga cricket. The Blue losing 3 early wickets in its pursuit of Wagga RSL's total of 144.
Winning the toss, South Wagga sent Wagga RSL into bat at the first match of the new year in Wagga cricket.
Narandra's Dan Christian has once again played a key role in the Hobart Hurricanes' back-to-back victory over the Brisbane Heat in the Big Bash League. The all-rounder showing his skill with the ball to take the crucial wicket of Jimmy Pearson.
This won't get anywhere near the ropes.
And that is our night in sport, Geoff.
And we'll see you same time tomorrow.
Certainly will.
OK, Tanya is standing by with the weather and still a few strong wind gusts about today.
There were, Geoff, and the mercury is climbing with some very hot days ahead. I'll have the details next.
This weather update, proudly brought to you by the new Toyota Prado. Luxury that goes anywhere.
Hello again. Temperatures remained below the January average today. Heather had the camera ready to capture this sunset snap. If you've taken a weather photo you'd like to see up on screen, you can email it through to weather@wintv.com.au. Let's have a look at the details from today. Young hit a top of 28 degrees today, but the warmest it felt was around 22. 31 the high for Gundagai and Tumut. The strongest wind gust at Yast was 44 kilometres an hour. 14 overnight for Narandra. It topped out at 32 degrees. Looking further west now, Hay 33 the high after a low of 14. 32 the top at Griffith and a top of 32 also for West Wyalong and Hillston. Taking a look at the dams, Burrinjuck is sitting at 63.4%. Blowering has slipped to 42.2% capacity, with Wangala sitting on 78.7%. On the satellite, a high pressure system sitting near Tasmania is slowly moving east, extending a ridge along the coast. On the synoptic, the high will move over the Tasman Sea tomorrow and then gradually weaken. Taking a look at the forecast for the southwest slopes, mostly sunny tomorrow. Tumbarumba dropping to 8, heading for a top of 29 degrees. 31 the forecast high for Tumut. The sun will be shining over the Riverina too. 35 the high for Deniliquin after a low of 14 and a top of 36 degrees forecast at Hay, while Hillston and Lake Cargelligo should stretch from 15 to 34. For Wagga, mostly sunny tomorrow, a low of 13, topping out at 32 throughout the day, with sunrise at 6:13 a.m. and the sun setting at 8:26 p.m. In the days ahead, hot and sunny in the Riverina on Thursday and partly cloudy for the slopes, hot and sunny all round on Friday, and temperatures will continue to climb on Saturday with a chance of a shower or storm near the border. So, Geoff, the heatwave conditions return.
It's been too good to last, Tanya, thank you. And that is Wind News for Tuesday the 16th of January. To view some of our reports, visit the Wind News Riverina Facebook page. I'm Geoff Phillips. The project is next, followed by The Big Bash. Until 6 tomorrow, good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.